Hello, hello? Okay, I think that's much better. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Sorry, there was a bit of an issue the stream before. I was not making any sound. Now I am. Yay. So good morning, everyone. It's Saturday. Just a little bit of a ramble before I start drawing. I was just thinking about the nature of reality. That's funny. Yeah, you know, just a normal Saturday morning kind of thing. Yeah, I was just thinking about like being a Judeo-Christian postmodernist 2.0, you know, like in the Sam Harris sense, like when people question atheists on their morality and they sort of say, you know, you get your morality from Judeo-Christian ethics. I think you know, that I'm just using that in that sense. I think it's funny to be involved in this process, even just being alive. You know, as a part of that process, it's kind of interesting. I think that's part of what's going on with, like, say, the Jordan Peterson phenomenon or something, is that there's these kind of revivals of different ethical systems that aren't necessarily based on those qualities. Like, let's say more like a pagan stance or something like that. And I think that scares people because I think it's almost like there's this set of universal issues in the world, like it's almost like physics. Like physics is something that's very hard to escape. You can do it by understanding it, right? But it's hard to sort of escape the boundaries of something like that. And I think there's something about moral principles. Like I think there's a problem with moral principles that a lot of people talk about, you know, which is kind of the universalization of moral principles. But then I think people recognize that there are these kind of pushes, or what I'm recognizing is kind of revivals throughout time of these kind of pushes of almost like of a certain type of ethics. And it's almost like if you think of a Walter Lewin lecture, you think of a Walter Lewin demonstration where he drops these pendulums back and forth. It's almost like there's a pendulum of ideas that almost gets pushed at a certain point, and then it has a momentum, loses a little bit of momentum, comes back a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and eventually it just runs out of momentum from that initial push. But then that's what the revival is. The revival is like another push that gives it its momentum. And I wonder if societies kind of function that way, or if ethical systems function that way, or if systems function in the same way that physics do, or if they're bound by some sort of momentum principle or something like that. And I mean, I wonder if anyone's done any research. If anyone knows any specific research on that, that'd be cool. Let me know in the comments or whatevs. But yeah, I was just thinking about that, and then just thinking about that. Thinking about like YouTube talking heads too. That was another thing I was thinking about this morning. It's just like if you've ever seen the movie Network, I recommend, if you haven't seen the movie Network, to watch the movie Network. It's a really good movie. There's that character, I can't remember his name right now in the movie, but you know, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. Like that kind of character. I think there's a lot of that going on YouTube. I think YouTube is, it's weird that there's this plethora of talking heads, that I'm kind of becoming one of them. And I think I'm trying to create this conversation more. I think I'm thinking of this channel eventually more as a conversational channel, You know, I also draw and I do things like this, and that's fun. That's just fun for me. But then, yeah, I think I've always wanted to appeal more to conversation than just being a talking head with a lot of opinions. I mean, I read things and, you know, but I'm not particularly scholarly in one direction or another, but it is interesting to have conversations about these kind of larger issues in society. And I like that idea. So I like that, thinking of this channel as something more like that. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday. It's nice weather here in Canada. You can wear a toque in Canada. We give you toques. Here's a toque for you. Here is a toque for you in Canada. Here is a toque for you. And I think, you know, part of it is, you know, Peterson, he was trying to figure things out. You know, I'm trying to figure some things out, Dr. Peterson. And, you know, he was trying to figure out, and I think he's trying to figure out some of these similar issues. I mean, I think some of Peterson and I's influences were similar in terms of like people like Paul Bloom or Jonathan Haidt, you know, recognizing some of these concerns. And I mean, you know, maybe the university, I don't know. I've never really been as critical of postmodernity in the same way. I think postmodernity is a set of tools. You know, and philosophically speaking, it's, you know, like anything else, it's a set of tools and a bunch of people, and you kind of pick and choose which ideas you think are valuable or relevant, and which ideas you think are, you know, less relevant or distasteful. You know, this happens with all kinds of philosophy, so why would postmodernity be any different? I mean, I think viewpoint diversity is kind of important, as evidenced by, you know, that recent paper. I don't know, I can't even remember who it's by. You know, there's all these things in the intellectual dark web floating around, right? There's all this stuff, all these papers, you know, we should discuss them. Let's discuss them. Have serious discussions about the way forward, if forward is even possible. That's our job as people in the world. How is politics going to look in another 40, 50 years? It's a very good question. I was also going to play some tunes today from this backlog of tapes. So I used to live in the big giant warehouse called Everlasting House of Superjoy. And while I was there, I recorded 10 tapes. 10 tapes. And I was just gonna run through those because, you know, I'm not gonna copyright strike myself. So I'm just gonna play these random psychedelic jams. And we'll see where it takes us. The Burning Dirt tapes. Oh, I'm just gonna move the mic. Hello? Yeah, it's back. And here we go. Morning jams. I'm not promising this is gonna be good. I really don't know. I don't even know what a lot of these sound like anymore. One glove, the Michael Jackson of drawings, the king of pop of drawings. One glove to rule them all. The one glove. I will not be corrupted by the power of the glove. Making music is like human bird noises. I don't think I had a lot of lyrics figured out when I was doing this. I think I was just winging it a lot of the times lyrically. It's pretty funny to hear. Holy. I think I'm talking about shoes right now. I don't know what I'm saying. This is most definitely the Casio demo song. I'm almost 100% sure of that. Hey, some 80s pop reference. This is a hot track. Holy. Hot tune. Nice. feedback solo. Awesome. A feedback solo over a Casio demo track. I would say that's conceptually sound. Conceptually sound. Is that it? The side? Oh. That concludes side A of tape 1 out of 10 of the Burning Dirt collection. I think I'm just going to play them the next few streams. They're like, it's a good chunk of content for the stream. Hello? Yeah, cardioid. I'm gonna sit back down for a bit. Finish my coffee. Yeah, I'm interested. I think there's been a lot of the new atheist movement's been a really interesting ride on YouTube because I feel like it almost really rose to prominence on YouTube and is now being critiqued also on YouTube. And this has happened over the span of something like 10 years or something, right? That we've been dealing with these ideas. And I think a lot of it revolves around this idea of universal or objective morality. And a lot of people are trying to solve that problem. Let's look at Stanford. Stanford. Hold on. Oh, what? What? Oh, well, let's just do that. Let's do that for now. And window. What? Weird. Seem to have lost my window. Weird. Okay, well, that's okay. Just going to the Stanford. Philosophy. So Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. I recommend everybody go there. Check things like this out. Objective morality. So what I'm going to do is continue probably continue ranting a bit. Not today, but I'm going to continue ranting over the next little while also about things like objective morality and fear and what's going on the internet and some of the cultural divisions I think people are experiencing, or the perceived cultural divisions anyways that people are experiencing. I just like to have conversations about those kinds of topics as well. I think I'm going to get going today, but leave a like or a dislike or a comment. Make sure you subscribe. Sorry about the little audio problem this morning, but I'm just working out some of the kinks on streaming, but it will come together over time. And you know what, maybe I'll do a little quick traffic and weather for you. I have friends, I have friends even in all across Canada. So maybe one day I'll have to start consolidating my weather reports to all of Canada. Not just Toronto. Not just Toronto. It's a beautiful day though, where I am. Dox myself. I'm in Toronto. -3. It is -3 right now. The high is +3. The low is -7. It's a little chilly, but it's beautiful regardless. Nice and sunny, clear weather. And traffic seems to be moving relatively reasonably for a Saturday. It is Saturday. Here's a piece of advice for you. Don't take the TTC ever. Piece of advice. Unless you're wasted. Alright, well, I'm going to get going, but have a great day, everyone. And I hope you are having fun. And I hope you have a great Saturday. And I hope you enjoyed the stream. Peace. Keep thinking and creating and being. Bye.